What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back. Zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Nixon. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Knights are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Fitted in the window for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move, it's Thomas. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Rush is on him. He'll pull it down. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. They get to him as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Nixon. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He makes a catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a first and goal.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Jackson will throw. Touchdown, Knights! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Matthews. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Ncaa. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
That's a first down for the offense.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. To the air, it's Ncaa. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Knights are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. He'll keep it himself. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
He'll do it himself. It's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
The Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The play action fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
It'll be third and long. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The Knights decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back to the defense. They were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better... call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down.
Snap to the up man. It's a fake. Oh, he's got some space.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Nixon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the left side. Running free. Wide open space. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Hit as he throws. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UCF.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Ncaa. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning on the Jets. Lots of running room. Touchdown, UCF! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Knights. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. Bulldozes his way through. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Jackson gonna throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Complete to the left. Touchdown, UCF! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it. That ball would just trickle into the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Thomas. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Steps away. Looking down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm. Game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. Ripping through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Fires left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Here we go. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing the score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
UCF 63, UCLA 0.
The Knights will send out the punt unit. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up end. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Knights moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those first down markers and get that first down.
They're going to ride this running back. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The Knights will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. He's loose. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And they'll take over.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hey, you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Jackson will throw. Grabs it inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 25 over Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
It's a seam wide open. There he goes. The 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game. Might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it. 4th and goal. Fires to the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this game.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Jackson gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Then how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Nixon. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks.